It may be that you've already decluttered. It may be that you are feeling overwhelmed by your home and you want to get it into a position where it's manageable. And the best thing you can do is stop the clutter before it enters your home. So let's talk some proven strategies on how to prevent clutter from creeping in. Hi, my name's Rachel. I do videos about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year, and today we're talking clutter. We're talking how we can prevent clutter from creeping on into our homes and making the space more than we can manage, because the more we bring in, the more we have to look after and the more we have to find a home for, and that can start to feel overwhelming if it's coming in at a pace that you can't control. So let's look at strategies that reduce that clutter before it enters the home, so that you are able then to manage your space in a way that you want to. So let's get straight into the strategies, and we're going in strong with the one in, one out policy. This is one of my favourite ones. It's a really easy maintenance strategy that just helps you maintain the number of things within your home. So anytime you buy something new, so maybe you treat yourself to a new coat, for example, when that coat enters your home, you then have to look through your existing coats and let go of one that you already have, so that you are maintaining the level of things within your space. And that can go for anything around your home. If you buy a new set of plates, then you might discard the old ones, anything like that. You are looking at keeping the same number of items within your home, and that's an easy maintenance strategy to keep things going along at the pace that they are. Strategy number 2 is intentional gift giving, and this is really relevant as we lead up to Christmas. Is thinking about how we can give things that are more intentional, more purposeful, and when we do that for others, we can then ask for that in return, that we are getting something that we need, that we want, or experiences over things. And when you're receiving gifts, don't be afraid to say no, that doesn't work for you, or that it's not going to be quite right for you. You have the power to accept what comes in. If you're not comfortable saying no to the person, then maybe politely say yes and then find a way of rehoming it with somebody else that will be able to make use of the item. Because decluttering unwanted gifts is really difficult. Gifts in itself hold this kind of bracket of sentimental items, when actually they're only sentimental because you are valuing the person that's giving the gift rather than the gift itself. And you need to think about your mindset regarding that. Do you really want that item? If not, it's okay to rehome it with somebody else or to donate it to somebody that is going to get some use out of it. Tip number 3 is mindful shopping. And that means, guys, shopping with a list. If you don't shop with a list, you need to start shopping with a list. You need to know exactly what it is you're looking for, either when that's clothes shopping or gift buying. You need to have an exact list so that you know that there is intent, there is purpose, there is need, because that list could be an ongoing list. A nice way to kind of summarize that kind of mythology is that you might have a basket of items that you add to. Like, I do this on Amazon. I add things to my basket, or I add them to my wish list, and then I regularly review that basket. I don't purchase as soon as I put it in the basket. I wait until probably the next payday. It's kind of like a sitting list, and by the time it gets to the next payday and that money then becomes really valuable, I see the huge number of things on that list, and then I work out what is essential. And that means then I can take away the unnecessary items, I remove those, and then I'm left with those core things that actually are worth having. And when you're thinking about clothing as well, I would definitely shop with a list for clothing. So it might be that you know that you're looking for a black jumper. That is the thing you're looking for. So if you come across it, great. If you don't come across it, then you're not going to just buy something that is similar but not right, because that is then bringing something into your home that isn't serving the purpose that you want. Because what you want, or what you need, is a black jumper. So only purchase the things that are on your list, not variations of the item, because that's not really going to fulfill what it is that you're after. And it ends up being another item that you later donate or sell because it isn't fulfilling that purpose that you wanted, because you didn't buy the right thing. And if you're sticking to a list, it's much harder to justify buying things that are not on the list. So I always say to myself, if it's not on the list, I cannot buy it unless there's a very, very good reason to buy it. And you then have to really justify with yourself why you need that item. So you're not allowed to stray from the list. The list is a purposeful list that you have thought about over time, and that is what you're working on. Strategy number 4 is to say no to unwanted items. And by this, I'm meaning hand-me-down clothes or hand-me-down toys or hand-me-down books. It's okay to say no, oh, I don't think that book would be my cup of tea, or to say that actually we've got plenty of clothes, I don't need any more for my children. It is okay to say that, or it's okay to say, can I have a look through and I'll only take what I need, rather than taking a whole bundle that isn't really going to work for you, because that's more items then that you have to then find a way of rehoming or giving away or donating, and that makes it more stuff for you to deal with, and that's kind of not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for reducing the amount of stuff within the home so that it's manageable, and that's not going to make it manageable. And strategy number 5 is to avoid impulse purchases. This is where that list comes in handy, sticking to the list. But you want to think about whether or not you really need an item. You need to kind of talk yourself through that item and whether or not it's worth having. For example, with clothing, could you wear it at 3 different occasions? Are there different ways you can dress it up, dress it down? Is it a core capsule piece that will be versatile, or is it a fashion trend? Talking through those kind of things will help you realise that actually you're probably doing more impulse purchases than necessary purchases, and it will make you think a little bit differently. And all those little impulse purchases add up to far more than you realise. Those little extra bits that you get from the middle aisle in the shops when you go food shopping, they add up. Every time it's £5 to £10. That's a lot of money in a year. If you spend an extra £10 on your food shop on random bits and pieces, that's £120 in a year that you have spent on things that you probably didn't need and that haven't really served a purpose for you. So think about whether or not it's really adding value to your life. Process that item. Is it going to really work for you? Is it quality over quantity? Is it really going to be purposeful? Hopefully by implementing these 5 different strategies, you will be able to maintain the level of things and potentially avoid some of that clutter coming into your home in the first place by thinking a little bit differently about the things that you purchase and the things that you allow to enter your home. If you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and press like and subscribe, and do like, comment and share, because it really does make a difference to how much my video is pushed out to other people that might find it helpful. So I really do appreciate it when you take the time to message and comment. I also have a membership available. If you have a look down below, there will be a link in the description, and in that membership you can either support me at a small level of just having extra mentions, etc., or there's a second level in which I can do monthly lives where you get a personal opportunity to question me and get some different answers, or find out different strategies that we can kind of talk through, or we can talk through a particular problem area for you. So it's like a way of having a bit of extra time with me, asking me things. So do have a look if that's of interest to you. Let me know in the comments below how you get on with these strategies. Do you have a different strategy that we haven't talked about today? Let us know, and that would be really good to discuss in the comment section. I shall be back for more videos about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. Take care. Bye.